does not get the two states. It is a symbolic act. Of course, I recognise that it gives Palestinian people hope amidst the terrible hardship that they're experiencing, both in the West Bank and in terms of Gaza. But I'm sharing with you the diplomatic discussion that rightly we have with partners like France, but also countries like Saudi Arabia and the Jordanians and others, and the Palestinian Authority, in relation to when and how, principally because we have wanted to effect change on the ground and tip the balance towards two states. And of course, don't forget that this conference, it was a Saudi-French initiative. It's not at this stage a leaders' conference. That moment has not happened, because they too are calculating when best to tip this towards actually getting two states.
You say it's symbolic as though that's a negative thing, Foreign Secretary. I would say the UK recognising Palestine as a state would have a big implication internationally for other countries' determination of how they define, see, recognise and put legal weight around Palestine. Could I ask you on a separate point though, just to be minded that we're scrutinising you as a committee, not as individual MPs, and definitely not on our political backgrounds. So we also have collective responsibility as a committee, so singling out politicians for their manifestos is not that helpful in our duty, if that's okay, Foreign Secretary.
I recognise that you're saying on the committee, but I also recognise you're a group of politicians. I've been in this House for 25 years. You run on a manifesto. It's legitimate for me to remind you the manifesto you run on and why that was the position. You may not like it, but that's the envelope.
I have no
sorry.
I have no issue with you saying Labour politicians have run on a manifesto. It's when you are singling out and making comments about individual members that, as chair, I have an issue with that. If you could be respectful that we have collective responsibility.
Committee chair, I've served on committees. I am being respectful. I am simply referring to committee members by their name. Your names are all around you. I'm being polite.
That's great.
I'm sorry you don't like it, but that's how I've
I
chosen to.
have no issue whatsoever with you using our names, but on our names it doesn't say our political parties.